Today's lesson is on how to solve two-step equations. So let's go ahead and start with our equation. I'm going to start with 3x plus 2 equals 11. Now the whole goal when you're trying to solve two-step equations is you want to get the term with the x in it all by itself. So in this case we're talking about this guy right here. I need this guy all by itself. So step number one is let's identify where our equal sign is and draw a line right down the middle of it. By doing that, I have separated my equation into a left side and a right side. Here's my left side, here's my right side. Now whatever I do to one side of the equation, I have to do to the other side of the equation. For example, if I have an equation that looks like this, 3 is equal to 3, so that is a true statement. But if I add 2 only to one side of the equation, my equation is no longer equal. Now I have 3 equals 5, which is definitely not a true statement. It's not equal. But if I add 2 to both sides of the equation, now I have 5 equals 5. And it is still a true statement. So as long as I do the same thing to both sides of my equal sign, I will still have a true statement. So back to my equation, if I'm going to get this 3x by itself, I have got to get rid of this positive 2 here, this plus 2. So the opposite of adding 2, you're always going to do the opposite of what you see. The opposite of adding 2 is subtracting 2. So I'm going to draw my line, I'm going to add them up. So 3x did not change. Let's bring that down. 3x plus 0 basically is what that says when I go on the vertical. So I have 3x. And then over here I've got 2, take away 2, which is 0. Those actually cancel out. I don't need those anymore. That's why I did that. I wanted to subtract the 2 from this side so that these would cancel out. On this side, though, 11 minus 2 is equal to 9. So let me rewrite that with a little more space here. I've got 3x equals 9. Now I still have to get the x by itself. Currently, the x is being multiplied by 3, so you want to do the opposite of multiply by 3, which is divide by 3. So I'm going to go ahead and change my color a little bit here. So I'm going to divide. Again, you have to do everything to both sides. If I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other side. So 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1, which basically cancels out. So x is equal to 9 divided by 3, which is 3. So what does that mean? 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3. Or x is equal to 3. Well, what that means is when I take this 3 and I plug it back in for my x here, I should get 11 when it comes out. So let's try. So 3 multiplied by 3 plus 2 should equal 11. So 3 times 3 is 9 plus 2 equals 11, and that is in fact a true statement.